There is officially a central love couple on Season 3 of Bridgerton. Here are 6 Bridgerton Season 3 theories that will blow your mind, including Simon's uncertain future on the show, the difficulties Kate and Anthony are having in their marriage, and even a proper introduction to Francesca. Died Simon? The question of whether Simon Massett from Reg AG and Paige will return is one of the most frequently asked concerns the third installment of the series. A story featuring Daphne was the main reason the first season of the show was successful. However, the character was not present in the second season, which disappointed many fans to the point where some even decided to stop watching the show. This is no joking matter, and that implies that the makers have seen the number of fans that were left contemplating whether the attractive Duke of Hastings would return. We were mistaken when we thought we had really good news for you. Recent interviews suggest that the Duke simply does not want to appear in the highly anticipated third season of the show. The Bridgerton books by Julia Sovereign spotlight on every one of the 8 of the Bridgerton siblings. Fans followed the love story of Daphne, played by the stunning Fibre Denever and Simon Bassett, in the first book of the first season. The Duke and I is the passage of the book that surprised the world, with a great deal of fans concurring that Paige is, point of fact, the ideal fit for the person in the television program variation of the book. We honestly have no idea who else would play Simon right now. Could you? Reggie Jane Page explained that his appearance in the popular period drama was always intended to be a one-season arc prior to the release of the second installment, and that as a result, fans should not anticipate seeing him in subsequent episodes. In addition, a recent Cinema Blend report confirmed that the actor turned down a sizable sum of money when the producers asked him to at least make a few cameo appearances. Taylor claims that the actor turned down an offer to guest star in 3 to 5 episodes for $50,000 per episode. As a result, in the sequel, the creators will need to devise a compelling narrative for Simon's absence. As per some fan-made-up hypotheses, the main way the story would appear to be legit is on the off chance that they kill off the Duke. Recast, or this is the choice. Which do you consider to be the superior choice? Inform us. Brace, we are both familiar with your track record. It is evident that you conclude that our marriage is over. Nothing remains. The emphasis is on Penelope and Colin, in addition to a period bounce. Indeed, this isn't a hypothesis, yet we truly needed to impart the news to you. It has been affirmed that the series will not follow Ruler's books in the distributing request, with a show skirting the Cinderella romantic tale of Benedict Bridgerton. Chandler Rhimes, to whom we should all write thank you notes for creating such a pure drama, told Entertainment Tonight that they are absolutely going to follow each of the siblings' romantic stories, though they are not necessarily going in that order. Many of you correctly assumed that this meant that the love story between Colin and Penelope would be shown next. Interviews with Nicola Cullen and Luke Newton in the middle of May 2022 provided Netflix with confirmation of the theory. If you've seen Penelope battling this boy for another season, you'll probably think, get your act together. Now, get over it and move on. Cullen told Netflix's Tootham. The fact that the story of Penelope and Colin takes place several years after the events of the first book can only mean one thing. In the third installment of the series, there will undoubtedly be a time jump. Also, this means that the new Duke of Hastings will be fully grown and ready to be the heir. We meet Francesca at last. Fans of the novels were perplexed as to why we haven't yet seen a proper introduction to Francesca, because the show is about all of the Bridgerton siblings. The majority of theories suggest that when we finally meet the youngest sibling, she will have a slightly different appearance. Hannah Dodd, the entertainer generally known gratitude for her part in Life Systems of an Outrage, is said to play the most youthful kin in the impending development of Netflix's regime period unadulterated show. The role will be played by the actress in place of Ruby Stokes, who made the decision to lead the series to concentrate on bigger projects. The show explained that Francesca spent the first season visiting her aunt in Bath, but viewers didn't get to see much of her, just like Simon did. We can't wait for the beautiful young woman to become the main character now that we will see more of her. A potential 6th season of the show will center on the Richardson family's second youngest daughter. In light of the 6th book in Quinn series, When He Was Fiendish, a prequel results from Queen Charlotte's flashbacks. Deadline reported in May that a prequel to the show was already in development, as if the promising central couple for the follow-up weren't enough. You guys, we have so much content to look forward to. Through her production company, Shondaland, Shonda Rhimes will once more create the most recent project. The best thing is that the prequels will zero in on youthful Sovereign Charlotte, played by Gold Rochevelle in the first series, and how she made history with her union with ruler George, in this way the formation of the passage. The lives of Lady Danbury, portrayed by Adjoa Andoh in the original series, and Violet Bridgerton, portrayed by Ruth Gemmell, will also be examined in the new project. Therefore, when can we anticipate seeing the prequels? Since the cast has been revealed and the show is currently in development, it's possible that we'll see it sooner than expected. Rocheville, Andoh, and Gemmell will all return to play Bridgerton. India R. Amatifio will portray the young Charlotte, and R. Sam Thomas will play the young Lady Danbury. Corey Miltris will play King George, and Michelle Fairley will play his mother. Deirdre Princess Augusta, the majority of fan-generated theories suggest that the third season of Bridgerton will begin laying the groundwork for the upcoming project, as the following episode will feature more flashbacks of Queen Charlotte. There is a rumor that the special marriage license he won has been denied. Benedict is bisexual. We're thrilled to see Colin and Penelope again, but we're also disappointed that Benedict's search for love is skipped. This, obviously, doesn't imply that we won't consider him to be a focal person, yet we'll need to sit tight for a very long time before he senses it's getting late to sparkle. In any case, the majority of viewers believed that Benedict was gay or at least bisexual because of his flirtation with the artist Sir Henry Granville in the first episode of the series. After that, in the second episode, he showed a lot of interest in Tessa, the woman he went to art school with. Chris Van Dusen, the showrunner, claims that the first episode was never meant to suggest Benedict is gay. In the first season, Benedict's sexuality has been the subject of a lot of discussion. Van Dusen shared with Television Line. However, the storyline of him get to know Henry was truly about resistance in a truly narrow-minded time and showing Benedict in that world. I adore the first season's plot and hope it continues in the future. The showrunners also confirmed in recent interviews that Benedict enjoys exploration, so we shouldn't rule out the possibility that the creators won't stick to the original material. They might also give Benedict a boyfriend instead of a wife. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think Netflix should stick with the original content? Kate and Anthony have children and deal with a few issues. Kate and Anthony are confirmed to return for the follow-up, in contrast to Simon. Kate will play the role of Viscountess of Bridgerton in the subsequent installment, with fans anxious to know how she and Violet will manage what is going on. As indicated by the greater part of the meetings the two entertainers did, we're likewise going to see them attempting to change a wedded life. They'll be like two young partners. Perhaps that will occur. It might not. In a related vein, what are your expectations and hypotheses regarding the follow-up? Please let us know in the box below for comments. If you enjoyed our video, please consider subscribing to our channel so that you will never miss any of our future videos. As usual,